The following reenactments are based on students' descriptions of real events, performed by actors, not the original students, with the names and classes changed for privacy reasons. I appreciate people who want to look on the bright side, but I think we should not overestimate the benefits of learning during a global pandemic. For the most part, students are stressed, and they're sad, and they're having a hard time. And there may be some learning that's happening there, but a lot of what's happening there is struggle. Justin Reach.
One thing about online school that's extremely, excruciatingly difficult is that you can't stop your siblings from being too loud.
Oh my gosh, lyric! I'm trying to do a dance video. You keep interrupting me. Now I have to start all the way over.
My brother screams a ton at random times. Why won't you play with me?
And when you're trying to get that last thing done and something comes up, like your family starts arguing and you can't focus, and now you have to turn your work in late because of something that wasn't even your fault.
It's my turn on the computer. Taking a test. It's too bad you're gonna fail. Let's play. I can't. Bum ba da bum ba da bum. Her Royal Highness Naomi says you're being a jerk. Please leave me alone. No. Just leave. I'm telling Mom.
Hey guys, it's Jayla, and I'm going to be making a video and a PowerPoint on
Jayla!
Yes.
Jayla!
Yes, Olivia! Yes!
Jayla!
Yes! Can you wait 1 second?
No, I can't. Wait.
I will be trying to do my work, say at the kitchen table. I have 3 dogs, so I have to look after them while I'm doing my work. And whenever they start trying to play, they get all rowdy and they're very distracting. Since I'm in the kitchen table, everybody in the house can kind of go in there and do things, say eat or something like that. Multiple times, everybody kind of came in there and started doing stuff. And while the dogs were playing, it was just very hard to get work done, and I just kind of started getting more and more frustrated and kind of wanted to yell at everybody and tell them to leave. So I just went outside, and that's kind of one of the big struggles I have to deal with, is not really the schoolwork, it's more my family.
I promise we are.
Mom, can you please stop watching some tracker? It's distracting me.
This is just.
But he just went live.
Gotta have a live session. Hi. Come on, babe. Do I have to do any recovery tests today? I don't know. Mom! I am on a live meeting with my teacher, Miss Alexander.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Let me just put this on the stove real quick. And I'm talking. Just turn the volume up.
The volume was already up.
What's that?
I'm sorry. Mom! It's too loud.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna wait. Just let me know when it's over.
Young people don't have the attention or the executive function skills to be able to sit and learn online for hours every day on their own. Until you get perhaps to high school, there is no such thing as independent solo school via computer. Most children just aren't developmentally capable of it. Justin Reach.
Can you please stop arguing? I cannot concentrate on my Achieve article. I have to start all the way at the beginning.
My dog. Excuse me, I was rudely interrupted. Anyways, my dog is always barking when I try to do. That's my work.
If you have a lot of obligations to other people in your household or in your community, that can look like you don't have good self-directed learning skills. That actually means you have other responsibilities just in reach.
Ashlyn, since you have no more school, I need you to watch the boys while I go to the grocery store.
But I have an important test.
Oh, it can wait. You're done with school. I gotta go. Bye.
Digitally distracted students may cut study sessions short and neglect assignments. They take longer to complete tasks because their focus is fragmented. When personal gadgets are present in the classroom, students score half a letter grade lower than usual. Taking classes online, students' temptation to pursue other digital activities will only increase. Teachers and administrators can't nip this issue in the bud when students are being required right now to use digital platforms as their classroom, resource centers, and assessment tools. Alyssa Apel, Collegiate Parent Magazine.
I shouldn't watch YouTube. I should get my algebra done. I should get it done. Because if I do my algebra today, then I can just have a free day tomorrow for YouTube, right? Yeah, I will do my algebra today. I will do it. It's so boring. I guess I could fit one YouTube video in. For her. Yeah, one YouTube video. That's good.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh, it's really late. Quarantine sucks.
Before it was, the dog ate my homework. Now it's, the computer crashed and it was all done before it got erased. But this popular excuse is used because it does happen. When using the computer and all its glitches to create a project that requires hours of work, it sometimes gets erased, doesn't transfer over correctly, doesn't save, or for one human error or another, it's gone. Some students struggle simply to complete work that it seems unfair to put obstacles in their way. Michelle Harvin, edtechtimes.com.
Online school has been really hard for me because sometimes the website you're using crashes and then you can't get it back up and then you get a 0 and everything's just sad. Or you can't email it to your teacher right, it just won't send.
I finally got the platform to work, so hopefully my work is there so I can upload it. It just kicked me out and didn't save any of my work. Like, what am I supposed to do now? I'm gonna have to turn it in late to her, get a bad grade on it, and it's gonna bring my grade down so low. This is a 5-minute project that's taking me over an hour. I already recorded it 6 times and none of my work is there, and I'm getting so stressed out right now because I keep having to record it and each time my work is not there. Like, I can't do this anymore.
The Wi-Fi's down. This is due in an hour.
Basket weaving teacher gives us these assignments on bubblegum.com, and they are at least 3 to 4 hours. 2, she doesn't post any assignments under the assignments tab, so 1, that's hard to keep up with, and 2, I don't get notifications about those either, which I had no idea existed, because on bubblegum.com they're all just there. So that can be pretty frustrating sometimes.
Cooking class. Oh my gosh. It irritates me so bad that every time we're in a meeting so they can tell us what we need to cook for our next class, someone always kicks me out. Like, it's so crazy to me. Try to come back, get kicked out again. Try to come back 3rd time, get kicked out again. Like, what's going on? So, me, I have to text the teacher on the group. But like, I'm not actually in it, I just texting her because someone keeps removing me. She gets mad at me. You're getting mad at me because someone else is removing me? Someone, please tell me what's going on here.
So, online school's been a little bit rough for me. I fell a little bit behind and had some late work. And I turned in the late work, and then the teachers, they kind of forget to grade them sometimes. And so my parents end up getting really, really mad at me. And then they come in my room and start yelling at me. And then I'm like, I turned it in. And then I have to email them again.
And one of my worst difficult issues is the day that I had 2 class meetings at the same time on a Friday. So I have severe anxiety. When I get stressed, my chest gets really tight. It's hard to breathe, and sometimes I've had small panic attacks. And I needed to go there because the teacher was taking roll. So I missed out on the credit points for that. And geology, it wasn't as important as they said it was.
Alright, so I had this assignment that I had to do for Imagineering class. And the way I had to submit it was that I had to upload it on Focus. So when I finished it, I went to Focus, but there were no assignments that I could upload it to. So the only way I could get it to my Imagineering teacher was to email it to her. So that's what I did. I also explained to her in the email I sent to her that I couldn't upload it on Focus. A few days later, I got this email back from her that said, "You can also upload on Focus." About a week later, she makes this announcement on Teams. She says, "Please do not send me over through email. Please upload on Focus."
So I went to go check my grades constantly. Anyways, I went to go check my grades, and I had a C in one of my classes. I was like, oh no, guess where the C was in? It was in that class. So I looked at it, and guess what? I saw 3 zeros. And they were all for the assignments that I emailed to her. Dude, are you serious? And the email that I sent to her showing her the assignments that I did was like detailed. It had documents, it had pictures, like what's
Okay, finally I finished. I'm gonna check if I got anything from my teachers. Oh my gosh, I have so many notifications that I missed, like a bunch of assignments or meetings, or oh my gosh, I need to check them right away. Oh, I'm so worried. Wait a second. These are not from teachers, these are student ones. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Well, I gotta work on my robotics class also. I gotta do a gizmo. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't concentrate. There's notifications coming and coming. I don't know how they didn't come before, but they keep coming. Oh my gosh. Stop coming. It's distracting me. I'm not gonna finish any work. Oh, I'm gonna get an F in this class. Ah!
In my psychology class, I had this assignment where it was due in an hour last week, and I was just finished going to turn it in. I got to the assignment, and then my computer just wanted to start updating, and so I had like 30 minutes left, and it took like 2 hours for the update to finish, and I couldn't turn it in on time, so I had to turn it in late.
By adolescence, most of the brain has been myelinated except for the frontal lobe, the center for executive functioning, where planning, sequencing of activities, and prioritizing long-range goals takes place. Biologically, the long-range planning part of the brain is simply slower, less hardwired than the here and now information processing part of the brain. By Dr. Maria Nandel-Bisons and Dr. Jean Barrison.
I have a lot of trouble focusing on my assignments. I have so many to do and I just keep procrastinating. It's so hard to actually just sit down and get work done when there's so much other fun things to do. I just have so much trouble paying attention. You know? Like, there's like, I don't know, I can play video games, I can eat snacks. Oh, my shirt's on backwards. And I can eat snacks, and I can play with my dog. It's just, I can't pay attention. It's really hard for me.
Layla, come on, get up. We got assignments to do. Let's go. Get on, and log on to your virtual learning.
I don't want to do no work.
I normally love when my teachers assign us creative things to do instead of just plain work. But now, a lot of creative stuff requires a level of energy I just don't have. And I would rather just do something like read an article and answer some questions. I mean, I love that we are trying to make a film about how hard virtual school is, but even doing this is stressful.
Parents don't understand why their children aren't able to work independently on homework or in the classroom or be better organized, says Marianne Fiddler, PhD, Assistant Professor of Psychology and Psychiatry at Weill Cornell Medical Center. They assume their child will pick up executive function skills once he has been shown what to do. Their quick fix is to purchase a new planner or electric organizer. However, having executive function expectations without explicit training in the related processes leaves students unprepared and can create a sense of anxiety, academic failure, or the desire to withdraw from school.
School is so stressful. When I pull up my assignment page, it's like 50 assignments, and then it's overwhelming. And then when I do it, it's like I try to make lists and stuff, try to be organized, try to have some motivation, something to make me happy, but I just lose motivation and it's just overwhelming, so it's so hard for me. It's so hard.
I am so lucky to have a great relationship with my family, but not all students do. When the relationship with their family is strained, and they're quarantined with them and isolated from their friends, who are their only source of happiness and support, it takes a toll on their mental health, to the point where they don't even care about bad grades anymore.
Okay, my friend's calling. Hey, yeah. No, in my opinion, it's like really hard to just sit here in one place and stare at a computer screen all day. I mean, like, on Friday I got a headache because of it, and I don't get headaches that often. And combined with this online school thing, it's making me feel ill. Like, really ill. Staring at a computer screen all day? Ugh, it's so annoying. I'll be right back.
Finally, I finished all this entire packet. Now I just need to check any of my other assignments. Oh my god. More work. Okay, so I have to do a quiz that's due at 6 p.m. Let me check what time it is. And it's 12 o'clock. I'll be fine. Just go take a quick nap. Finally some rest. Ollie! Oh, you hurt me! Okay, what time is it? Oh my god, it's 5 o'clock. Okay, finally done. Oh my god, it's 5:57. That's almost that. Now I just need to email it to her. It says here I can't copy and paste. Here comes a whole nother hour. Okay, now I'm really done. It's been like an hour now. Let me see if she can put it in. What? Really? Now I got an A in her class. I got a bad grade for it, turning it in 12 minutes late. How is that even fair?
By the way, no offense to my teacher. I love you. You're a great teacher. I appreciate you so much. It's just sometimes things can be a little inconvenient.